Do we have some good news today? Well, we might actually have a little bit of a heartfelt moment from Daniel Radcliffe passing on the reins to the new Harry Potter for the HBO Max series. Let's get into this. And what we're talking about is Tom Felton has been in the news quite a bit. Also, Daniel Radcliffe, Emma Watson, sometimes Rupert Grint has also been in the news cycle, and it's basically just been a whole lot of like clashing of ideologies. We don't really care about this. What we really want, which is we're not going to get because they have Black's name, what we really want is just a faithful interpretation and adaptation of J.K. Rowling's books. Leave your politics at the door. Let's go back into this fantasy world. We had something to say that is going to be talked about by Daniel Radcliffe himself. And I think I have some suppositions on exactly why he is doing this. But we'll get into that later. If you guys like anything that you see here on this channel, please hit that subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it. Me and Miss Malty, we love seeing y'all in the chats. So, Daniel Radcliffe sends a letter to HBO's new Harry Potter actor. I hope you have the best time. Very clean and pure on its surface. And no, I'm not here to talk trash a whole lot. There are some things that I am probably going to pull up in this article, but I do not script anything except for my comic book reviews. So we're going to go this off the rip. HBO's new Harry Potter reboot series hasn't even started airing yet, but it's already generating headlines, not only because of the casting. Yes, we've gone through this many times, many. The latest comes courtesy of Daniel Radcliffe, the original Harry. Can we say original? Who has now confirmed that he personally reached out to Dominic McLaughlin, the young actor taking over the iconic role. He didn't reach out to him. He reached back to him because actually Dominic McLaughlin reached out to him first. He revealed this story during an appearance on GMA, which is how you know that it's Disney paid show because that's ABC, Good Morning America in the mornings, explaining that while he never expected anyone stepping into the role to contact him, he did want to offer encouragement. Why would you not expect that? Let's just go through a normal thought process. Daniel Radcliffe, the only reason why he has notoriety and fame, yes, he has been good. He's been a good actor in a whole bunch of stuff. But one of the only reasons why he has fame and is anywhere on the map is because of Harry Potter. So if they're doing it again and it has this much news, this much pomp and circumstance, it's going on HBO Max. The casting for every single person, including people like John Lithgow, yes, you knew about it. Why would you not expect that actor to come to you and then just at least try to reach out and ask if it's going to be a good experience? And as J.K. Rowling, how what is the involvement with her, and how did you feel about it? Anyway, the encouragement turned into a handwritten note and a heartfelt response from McLaughlin. I just wanted to write to him and say, I hope you have the best time and an even better time than I did, was what Daniel Radcliffe said. Okay, I'm going to get through I'm going to get through all of his words before I say a little bit of stuff about it. And no, I am not here to shit talk Daniel Radcliffe or anything like that. There are some things that I have disagreed with, but Tom Felton did it better. I had a great time. And I hope you have an even better time. And he says, so that's what he wrote to him. And then he goes on in the interview. And I do. I just see these pictures of him and the other kids, and I just want to hug them. They seem so young. I just look at them and say, oh, it's crazy I was doing that at that age, but it's also incredibly sweet. And I hope they're having a great time. So we have seen this, and this is a trend. And I've made multiple videos about multiple different celebrities, or shall we say past celebrities, that have been coming out within the last month or two that have realized that them putting their political statements in them, in everything that they say, does not actually matter. It doesn't sway the public unless it's the way opposite of where they want it to go. Your political opinions don't matter. Let's talk about the art. Let's talk about what the entertainment that we're trying to put on the screen. All of these great people coming together, making the story that has captured generations. You got to be a part of it. And now you want to crap talk the actual creator because you disagree with one thing of her politics. No one gives a crap about that. Jennifer Garner has done it. Jennifer Lawrence has done it. Daniel Radcliffe, Emma Watson have done it. And they have now all rescinded their words. Not because they don't feel that way anymore. It's just because they're realizing that the American public, the people, the consumers that vote with their wallet, don't pay attention to that. It actually turns them off. And so they make less money. Supply and demand, baby. This is American patriotism, free market economy 101. Now, I understand if you don't get out of your bubble, then you're only going to see the place and the surroundings of where you are at the time, what other people say to you, what you are, what's the word for that? What you are malleable to being beaten down like aluminum foil and conditioned into whatever shape they want to make you. If you don't stand up for yourself, I understand that completely, 100% wholeheartedly. But it is good, in my opinion, it is good for Daniel Radcliffe to go back because I'm not even going to bring up that stuff about him being drunk through all of the last 3 movies. It is pretty good to just take a step back, take a deep breath, reflect on how you got there, reflect on the journey you made to get to where you are today, that you can say these things. A lot of people take that shit for granted. And this is Thanksgiving season, so you should be thankful for that shit. The good, the bad, because you learn from the mistakes and then you are helped by the good. And sometimes you can turn, with enough experience, you can turn those mistakes into something that is a net positive. This is what we should be talking about when it comes to these people, but no, instead they want some kind of ideology. Okay, technically what I just said is a type of ideology, but you know what I mean. A divisive ideology. The HBO reboot, slated for 2027, features an all-new cast of child actors and expected to follow the original book season by season, one of the most ambitious long-form adaptations in recent memory. And it won't be that great because we got Black Snake. All the other casting choices, I think, are actually pretty well done. I just can't understand the Black Snake thing. Reports also note that Warner Brothers built a full temporary school on set so the young actors can continue their education. That's what they did with the original one, because Emma Watson and Rupert Grint and Daniel Radcliffe still were going to school and got a proper education while they were filming all those films. So I think that's a great thing that they're doing it for the new round of kids as well. His public break with J.K. Rowling still hangs over everything. And that's basically the reason why I brought this up. And I think I've spoken my piece whenever it comes to that without slinging too much mud. It's not that I hate Daniel Radcliffe or Emma Watson or Rupert Grint. I don't. I'm not choosing teams. That's my Harry Potter, Hermione, and Ron Weasley. That's what I grew up with. Actually, I didn't really grow up with it. I was like a teenager to adult, whatever those movies were coming out. But you know what I mean? I grew up with the books. I grew up with the movies. Those are my Ron, Harry, and Hermione. So just show a little form of decorum. And I think he's doing that now. And that's why I'm making this video, is to shout that out. He is actually doing that now. But everyone makes mistakes. Hopefully these mistakes are not just PR stunts because it's verifiable that they have fucked up in the past. They have fucked up in the past by completely shunning J.K. Rowling. She's like, no, I'm just smoking a cigar. I stand by everything I say, and I'm not even taking her side. The only side of J.K. Rowling's that I take is that the Harry Potter books are fucking great. Cursed Child is an absolute abomination, but the Harry Potter books are great. I love the original set of movies, even though I know when you have to do an adaptation to film that kind of format, you have to leave a whole lot of crap out. And then when you have different directors and different writers coming in, then yes, there's going to be some creative differences, things that you have to do for pacing, for storyline, for the main story arc, and you have little side plots. I understand all of that stuff, so I have no issue with her with all of that other stuff. I try to keep out of her politics. Apparently, she's a bleeding heart liberal. I don't give a fuck. But she stands right on one thing. True women, XX chromosomes, are real women. They are the only real women. Everyone else is a pretender. That's just based in science. That's a based ass take. And these people who, the only reason why they have a career is because of her, and they throw her under the bus. I'm just going to leave it right here. Daniel Radcliffe, I think you did a great job. Just being humble again, showing that humility, because you started out that young. Actually, I think they were actually younger than the kids that are starting this new one. And it is a giant commitment to the life for the next. All right, there's 7 books, but are they going to do 7 seasons? Because some of those books are extremely intense. I don't know exactly how they're going to do it yet, but anyway, going back to my original point, it's good to show humility sometimes. Know where you came from, learn what has happened to you along the way, and let's all just get on with our day and expelliarmus all that bullshit that doesn't really matter. This is Multi from Month Multi. If you guys have anything to say, leave it down in the comment section below. We about to go to the gun range, motherfucker. Hell yeah. Y'all stay safe and take care. Bye.